Podcast, episode 28. My name is Chris. I'm joined today by my co-host, Michael.
There you go. You gotta see.
We're here with Isaiah.
Hey.
And we're here with our boys in Concrete Dream. How you guys doing today?
What's good?
What's good, man?
We'll just go through, the line, say your names and what you do in the band. So, whoever wants to start.
What's up, John? I play guitar.
Juan, I play drums.
Mena, I play the bass and I do the vocals.
Jeremiah Mayhem, frontman, rapper, screamer, real G, psycho.
Does it all.
That was good. There you go.
I like that.
So, let's hop right into it. You guys are playing a show tonight. First one back.
First one back.
Full band.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say. Well, you know what? Yeah, it's the first one back of I guess this quarter because we were doing some pandemic shows. We did some social distancing events,
Okay.
and they were pretty badass. We did one for the St. Harmonious Cemetery in Jersey City in our hood, and it was dope. It was in the middle of a cemetery. It was to save the goats because there's a clan of goats that live there and clean the cemetery because goats eat all the weeds and stuff.
Oh, I've seen that
So
on
we were
college campuses.
doing the whole thing. Yeah, exactly. We were doing the whole thing to save the goats. So we played to save the goat stock, which was called Goat Stock, right?
Goat Stock.
And then
I
we
like
also
that.
do this thing in Jersey City, which is cool. It's called the Ghost of Uncle Joe's. So Uncle Joe was, obviously a spirit that haunts that cemetery, and it's like a thing that happens over there. And it was also a bar, a legendary metal bar in Jersey City. So this event is thrown every year, where all the local acts pick their favorite band or artist and cover a whole set of that and their rendition on what it's pretty cool. So, and we did it was like one year we did Limp Bizkit, obviously, and we were called, and we went by, and Concrete Dream changed for one night was called Hood Biscuit. I spit the shit differently than Fred. I don't care. I love Fred, but I spit it a little differently, and they play it way differently. Like it's fucking, we play it way heavier. Like it's fucking heavy.
I love Limp Bizkit.
Oh yeah, if you love, you got to hear our set. We're actually gonna release that soon.
Oh, awesome.
It's pretty dope. Like we did a really dope set. And when we sometimes we sneak out a cover during the show, but so many bands do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Toy Machine did it last night. You know what I'm saying? Like people do it, so I just don't like doing shit that people do. You know what I mean? Like we did it for Jersey City, but then last year during the summer we did a little bit of everything. We did what we do POD.
Yeah, we did
Yeah,
POD.
like a
Cypress
Hill.
Cypress Hill.
So,
Yeah.
We did Rockstar by Cypress Hill that came out dope.
Yeah.
Papa
What else did we
Roach,
do?
right?
We did Papa Roach, Last Resort.
Yeah.
Pretty damn good. That actually was like,
It's like a new metal playlist.
yeah, we did like the new metal.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we try to do shit. But this show right here is our first like original show, back in the scene. Pandemic's over, masks are off. Because it was told those shows were weird as fuck. Like we were playing on stage decks 6 feet apart
Yeah,
from
we
each
had
other,
that
Yeah,
separate.
dude.
Oh, yeah?
and the decks were like shaking. It was like we were on pallets. It was fucking
Yeah,
weird.
dude, it was crazy.
So it's gonna be good to be on a stage together because our chemistry together on stage is insane. We're a very hands-on band. Like, we like, fucking getting in each other's faces and amping it up. This guy goes fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna see us tonight. We fucking black the fuck out. Like we're something else on stage.
Yeah, like when I saw you guys on stage with Piss Mob, it wasn't all of you, but it was crazy because like when they went on stage, we were like, okay, I kind of fuck with this, and then whole band gets on stage, it's a whole different feel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was like, oh, this feels good.
Yeah, big shout outs to the Piss Mob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was our first show in forever. It was me and Isaiah. Michael couldn't go, unfortunately, but holy shit, I was like, this is what I missed. Hearing like the live drums
Oh,
and
man.
the guitars and just like the layered screams they had. It was perfect.
Last night, Toy Machine in Dingbats was my first show.
Oh yeah.
And it was fucking sick just to fucking hear live music, man. And I fucking love the band, so it was, I know that feeling that you're talking about. It's just like
Like,
the
oh,
sub of the
back.
drum. You're just like, oh shit, it's kind of back. Then your hair, the little hairs start peeking
Yeah,
out.
you
know?
feel that bass in your
Yeah,
chest.
yeah,
having the
the
bass.
bass.
Like
Like
it,
That feeling in your ears after when you leave.
Oh, the ringing?
The ringing. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
I would seriously, I would never I love it. I don't care anyways.
Yeah, it's like a drug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
But like how you guys been through the pandemic?
It was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough. It was rough for me mentally because I'm such a social person, and I love being around people, and I'm always around people, and to me it was huge. And then my job, my day job consists of being around people. I do events and stuff, so it was really rough for me, and it was rough for the band because I count on these guys for their energy, and I count on these guys. Our bond is real. We have a real band vibe, and to write, it's hard to write for me when I'm not around them. You know what I'm saying? We were still writing. We were getting stuff done. Like we dropped Contagion. We went and did this. We went and recorded these songs. But the vibe was weird. And now that the vibe is back, like we're in rehearsal, we've been rehearsing nonstop. I can't tell you how happy I am. you know, because that shit was killing me. We didn't see JFK for a year. You know, he had to isolate.
Felt like a year.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a solid,
Yeah.
you know, big portion of time, and then we did that one show, and I didn't even hug
those
him.
initial few months.
You know, I love hugging my bros. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen you. I'm gonna give you a hug. You know what I'm saying? I'm that dude. I wear my heart on my sleeve. So not being around them and being around the way we were, it was rough. It was rough.
Yeah, there's only so much we could FaceTime
Yeah.
each other and write.
Oh,
Yeah.
You kind of have to be.
And we did it. We did the FaceTimes. We did the Zooms. You know,
Yeah, it's not the same as
It's
It ain't
not.
the same. It's not like
the
this.
same as-
we're
Yeah.
fucking humans, man. We're like humans need to be around humans. We're not isolated,
Yeah.
nocturnal creatures. We're fucking creatures that belong in the light, that hunt, that do all this shit together. Like you three, you like I consider us a wolf pack, and I consider you guys a wolf pack, and we in Hellhound Studios, so it makes total sense.
Yeah.
But like y'all are like, you know, feeding off each other's energy, putting together this badass show called Metal Antics, bringing on bands and helping people out, giving people an outlet. Like that is dope, and you can't do that through a Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right? Or
Yeah,
That
definitely.
is exactly.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why we didn't really do remote, because it's hard to get that
corny.
vibe.
Fuck that.
Yeah, you don't get that vibe. Like, you know, like there's no banter before or after. You know, like you're
Nah,
talking
it's
beforehand.
just like, oh,
It's
hey,
just like,
hey,
oh,
hey,
yeah,
It's
hi.
like, hey, I like your background.
Yeah,
You know,
like, you know, you
Yeah,
do
yeah,
your
yeah.
dishes back there too.
This is
What the
weird.
fuck?
And motherfuckers, like, I feel like people weren't taking the Zooms, like, even seriously. Like, people were, like, naked and not even wearing their outfits.
Word.
Not brushing their teeth and washing their faces. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what these motherfuckers are doing? I don't know. You're in a Zoom. You don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's you're meeting a different person. I feel like when you're behind a screen, no matter who you are, what you are, not saying you're bad, good, or evil, whatever, like, we're human. So, like, there's, like, when you do this, there's, like, a pressure. As opposed to, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
Put it down and let's
Yeah.
vibe.
you know, it's different. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. It's night and day. And it's like, you know, I smoke mad weed. I hate smoking weed by myself.
I
I'd
get
rather
that.
smoke weed with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people go to bars. Why? They don't want to drink by themselves. They want to go have brews and drink some wine or shots, whatever
the
people are
shit,
into,
yeah.
together.
Yeah.
People that do shit by themselves are like people that do heroin and shit. Like, God bless them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, but if you think about it, you know what I mean? Like, we're not meant for that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I get that.
I ain't
that was a good
I'm not
one.
saying
I
they
just-
bad. I'm just saying they want to be alone.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And
I
they
get it.
cool
Like
with that.
social.
And a lot of people were cool with the isolation. Some motherfuckers like, I was already isolated. That's cool, you know what I mean? I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, Concrete Dream wasn't. Like, we were about to go on tour. We just got done opening for Soulfly. We were about to go play a show with Crazy Town and Whiskey Go-Go in L.A. We just got done opening for POD and Nonpoint and doing this whole run with Hyro the Hero. We just got done opening for CKY. We just got done opening for Asking Alexandria. We were doing all these great things. We blew up in the New York hardcore scene, the Black and Blue, big ups to the Black and Blue, Danny Diablo, Scarhead, the whole New York hardcore scene. Really gave us mad love and put us on New York. Big ups to the whole New York trap metal scene. Like, we were out there. We're some Jersey boys. We out there just grinding, pushing this shit, pushing the dream. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that in a fucking pandemic. And we still did. We actually got bigger during the pandemic. Tell me how we made more money in merch in the pandemic than we did our whole fucking career.
That's
Pandemic.
crazy.
The pandemic.
The
Pandemic.
bandemic.
It was a pandemic. Everybody had to come up.
No, I didn't make that up.
Oh, you didn't?
Ah,
Okay.
I like that. It was called the pandemic. You're right, because everybody got a band. You're
No,
right.
you're lying.
Motherfuckers, it's so funny. Motherfuckers that didn't have money ever. Think about this. They never had money. Never had money, real money, because they were lazy or just bad opportunities, whatever the case may be. They got a little bit of this money, went, invested in the Dogecoin, all these crazy coins,
And now they
and
rich.
now they're fucking, they don't even know what to do with it.
Yep.
Like, they shouldn't have this money. This is bad. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I bought Dogecoin. I bought like $400 worth in January.
Oh, you did all. You held it.
I did not. I was desperate for the money.
You don't see the mics?
Still that's room.
We're down to 3, man.
But that's the thing. You would have held it. We would have been in New York City. He'd be
my own
he
studio.
wouldn't even be interviewing us. He'd be interviewing like Ice Nine Kills or something.
But yeah, yo, like if I waited 2 more weeks, I would have had $22,000. I did the math.
Yeah.
You want to shoot yourself.
I was upset. It's like in the short, I was very upset.
Yeah.
Dude, I would
To be blunt.
have broke shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I would have put my biscuit on and break stuff.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Because he was buying GameStop. and
Yeah,
was
I got in on
broke, and I
GameStop.
couldn't-
That's
Oh, you did the
Oh,
GameStop? Oh, motherfucker. How was it? It worked out for you?
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. I had like four stocks, and I ended up saving one. I still hold to like this day, just in
Nice.
case for
Just in
anything.
case.
So
I got my
Word.
grandma bought me stock in Disney, and that's the only stock I own. And I'm cherishing that. It's legit. My little brother and I both have it, and it's really hard to get stock in Disney. You can't really get it no more. And I hold a little bit of it. So that's like, I'm riding on that. Riding on it. I didn't get into the whole thing. I had a couple of friends trying to get me into Bitcoin during the time, and if I would have done it, I would be rich right now.
Disney's a good one though, because like if you think about it, Disney really doesn't do anything wrong.
They're gonna be pumping it
Yeah,
out.
dude.
They're about to buy Warner Brothers. They're about to own DC.
Now that
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
easy.
man.
Yeah, they're about
They're-
to own like
it's over.
everything now.
Yeah.
They're about to literally own the world.
Isn't
Like,
that like
Yeah.
illegal?
All
What
that.
like America's not supposed to be is like monopolies, and
yeah.
like Disney literally owns everything.
Go say that to our president, Joe Biden.
Yeah,
Ex-President
that's the
Donald
boys
Trump.
in the deep.
Go say that to the big boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, like aren't you? Isn't that like the whole point of America is not to own everything? 'Cause isn't that like technically like communism?
Disney,
Or-
remember?
No, capitalism.
Capitalism.
I meant to say capitalism.
Men will tell you all about communism.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh man.
Tell them, man.
Tell me about communism.
Well, my parents. I didn't want to disrupt this. No, both my parents were born in Cuba, and they escaped communism.
They battled that shit.
Yeah, they battled that. Like my father got lucky. He knew somebody from the United States, so it was easy access. Whereas like my mother's side, it took them about 10 years to get to the United States during like the whole like regime of Castro.
You don't understand. That shit is crazy. That
Yeah,
shit-
dude.
People don't even talk. I don't know if they're talking about it with y'all in schools. Or
One of my
whatever.
teachers came from Cuba. Yeah, she
So
talked about it.
People,
Yeah.
and it's weird because America tries to like hush that shit. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, what the fuck?
I worked
Like-
with a guy who came from North Korea.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Yeah, what are they
That's
called?
hardcore.
Defector.
Yeah, defector.
Yeah, I don't
So
want
he
to
had
the
to
word
s-
again, get yelled at, but
Did he have to like swim across the fucking that river?
yeah, the whole Pacific Ocean.
No. There's a border, right, with the south and north. Right?
I don't think
That's
so.
how
No,
it
it's
got
just like a
through?
gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a big fence.
DMZ. Yeah.
Yeah, the DMZ.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
But yeah, he made it out, and then he came to America to work at Panera Bread.
God bless them.
Wow.
Yeah.
And listen,
That's
Panera Bread has an
insane.
excellent corporate structure.
I hated it. I worked there for a year now.
My friend,
You're about to trigger Chris with Panera.
Yeah,
Bread.
I'm gonna start shaking in the corner. Need like an emergency blanket.
my friend Zuri, she sings in this band called Last Minute. Big ups to Last Minute. Love you,
So
Zuri.
Zuri,
Love you, Joe.
what's up?
Shout out there.
She's a manager at Panera Bread. She put the work in there. Now she's making mad money. She getting that bread at Panera Bread.
I couldn't put in the work. I spent like 4 months at Panera.
No way, you
No
did Panera.
When I was
way.
in high school.
What? I never knew that.
Yeah.
Nah,
Terrible.
my first job, fuck that. I went to all first jobs. My first job, I was 13 years old and I
We're
worked
in the
at
hat
Chicken
and
Delight.
shit.
Yeah, chicken delight.
And I was battering chicken,
Long
13.
hairs, old greasy guy.
Battering chicken. And there was so many roaches back there. I was literally surrounded by roaches, battering this chicken, freaked out. Like, oh my God.
Oh, man.
Like, I went to go turn the radio on. Like, back in the day we didn't have cell phones and all that shit. I went to go turn the radio on. Roaches just come out. It was like Joe's apartment.
Which chicken delight? There's one in Rahway.
I'm not gonna say.
You don't want to get no chicken delight.
Nah, it was chicken. It was Chicken Delight North Bergen. It was Chicken Delight North Bergen.
Never mind.
I think they got rid of the roaches now, but
Yeah,
there was
they're
a
good now.
shitload of roaches.
Oh, man.
Oh,
It was
I worked
crazy.
at Buffalo Wild Wings for like a month, and then I quit because I got like, it wasn't even yelled at. I got sternly told to put the sticker here and not there, and I was like, all right, I quit.
Damn.
Like,
Tell them to put the sticker right here.
I made the whole order, and then he got mad at me because he couldn't tell what it was because the sticker was on the side and not the top right in front of his face. Cause
You should be like, get real.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? You don't have eyes.
I was just like, yeah,
What a bum.
you're annoying.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. And you know what? I really don't even like that place, so fuck you, Buffalo Wild.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're overrated.
I'll expose the whole.
Yeah, we're gonna expose you now, you fuckers.
Wait, they might sponsor.
That's it. Whistleblower. We got an insider.
Everyone's getting it.
Imagine we get a sponsor deal from Buffalo Wild Wings. They come back, listen to this episode.
They're
they
like, nah,
fucking-
fuck
Cut him! Cut him!
Yeah, no, I don't care. I don't want them to sponsor me. They fucking suck. Their wings are
Wings are
terrible.
dry.
Yeah.
When I say crispy,
Huh?
they don't even come in crispy. I'm like, what the fuck?
They come
Yeah,
in
they're like,
dry
they're
and hard.
dry.
Like,
Dry and
what's
hard.
the
That's
sauce?
what they come in.
It's like the micro. Yeah, what did you say? Microwave?
No, they don't microwave them. No, there is food that they do microwave. Yeah, but they don't microwave the wings.
What is it? I gotta know now.
Yeah, we're letting this out.
I gotta think. It's like
Mashed potatoes or something.
no.
Say mashed? I don't think.
Probably like a nachos or some
It's
shit.
like yeah,
Yeah,
something like,
microwave
yeah, the
nachos.
nachos or something like that.
Yeah.
Just microwave the chips and shit.
You guys messed up. We didn't even shout out Tony in the back. What's up,
Yo,
T?
Tony, what's good?
Tony, what's
Big
good,
T.
brother?
How you doing?
Oh yeah, my little
T.
brother Anthony is
Oh,
here
yeah.
today. He's in the background.
He's actually the
Anthony,
supervisor.
you can yell hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
There you go.
Tony the man.
Chris, what was that place you worked at for? That fucking bagel place.
Oh yeah, I worked at a bagel place for like
Bagel
a
Supreme.
year
Right?
and a half. Yeah, Bagel Supreme.
But at least y'all were working. Like, you know what? A lot of people, a lot of young kids, they don't want to work. Like, this is a different era. Like I said, I was working at 13, and then I remember, as I got older, they changed the child laws where you couldn't work at 13 no more. And I saw that whole transition where it was 16, flat out, and no play. And then when you were 16, nobody wanted to hire you. Because you were fucking 16 years old. You didn't trust you, you're going to steal something. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get working papers, you gotta get signed from the school.
It was like a whole thing. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So I remember it even being even harder, and that's why I ended up selling weed and selling drugs. And
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, and I was very successful at it.
There you go.
You should be able to work at like a younger age if you volunteer to do it. Not volunteer, like not get paid. I'm saying
Like our
if
up
you
to like
decide-
consent.
Yeah, if you decide you want to work and you're cool with the environment and the pay that you're getting,
Then
why not? Yeah.
The government just wants to control everything. But they let you, if you farm, if you're a part of
aren't you?
agricultural purposes, I forgot what it's called, you could like literally get your license at 14.
Yeah, but you could die at work at any day. You can fall under a fucking tractor. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Isn't that nuts?
a weasel could get you or something.
Yeah, fucking snakes.
A weasel.
The weasels.
Gotta watch out with the
Listen,
weasels.
bro, there's a lot of things I fear in the
Dangerous.
world. Weasels are one of them.
Yeah.
Number one killer.
We don't fuck with rats or weasels.
Fucking weasel.
Kill all weasels.
It's a new record. Kill all weasels.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Kill them all.
I like that. T, get the gun. We're gonna go kill some weasels.
I feel like you guys have some crazy show stories.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I feel like
Oh
I can only
boy.
I feel like you guys have crazy stories in general.
You were
Yeah.
told
Oh,
earlier,
God.
but we didn't
So
do it.
many.
Yeah.
We want to hear a crazy one.
Absolutely.
Now, a crazy one.
Let's
It
see
was
which
4th
one.
of July.
Oh yeah. This
Oh,
one's-
that's
And
a
we're
crazy
actually
one.
we're actually gonna after this we'll show you guys some footage so you guys know this isn't bullshit. So and we're gonna eventually do an edit because we wanted
We'll do
to
an
do
edit.
the show horror, right? Wasn't it like the thing we were talking about?
Yeah.
All the horrors because
Yeah.
almost literally everyone at Concrete Tube shows are horror
Yeah.
stories, except for like the giant ones that we played. Even those are fucked up. But so we decided to do the show. Juan and I and all the guys were good friends with a famous model called Shy P. Big ups to Shy P.
What up, Shy?
We
I
love
just
Shy.
saw her last night.
She was on America's Top Model.
Yeah.
Awesome girl. She's not just a model. She's an amazing artist, amazing fashion designer. Draws crazy ass art. The whole Panda Nation movement. She has a whole movement, and she's a crazy stoner. We love her. She's like, you know what, guys? I want you to play a pop up I'm throwing 4th of July. It's gonna be in Brooklyn, rooftop. We do this whole promo. Fucking motorcycles. I can't even tell you.
Right.
Hot chicks, motorcycles, and blunts. Like just imagine.
Whole 9 yards.
That's what we were pitching.
4th of July.
4th of July, madness.
Let's get the
So,
truck.
I rent, the band and I rent a 15-foot box truck. My father had owned a production company at the time that we had for years. We took all the gear that we could get. We went and rented like 3 generators. And I'm talking, when I mean gear, we brought a stage deck. We brought full PA, subs, tops, wedges, monitors.
A sound guy.
Okay?
Fucking-
Sound guy,
tent.
soundboard. Tent for the sound guy. Amps, bass amp, guitar amp.
The drone.
And then
A
it
backup
wasn't
Jenny.
just
Two guitars.
And
a
Jenny.
backup Jenny. Oh yeah, I said 3, so that was the backup.
Yeah.
And then we brought 2 guitar cabs because we had a pan because we're a 4-piece band, so we like having guitar on both sides, Avi. And then he also puts the bass on both sides. We split it.
Yeah.
And so just imagine, just listen to all this shit I'm bringing up
You
there.
guys brought the word sound in general, like
Yeah, the sound.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
This
full
is the
fucking
sound
good
up
run.
there.
the whole
But to
production.
get the sound, you need the generators and then the stage.
Right.
So we get to this thing,
Like,
whatever.
oh,
We
where is
load it
it?
all in. Loading the truck is easy. Anybody can load a truck, right? We get to Brooklyn.
Like, all
We
right,
pull
cool.
up.
Let's check it out. Let's do a
I s-
walkthrough.
The beef gets out the car. I'm like, man, go. We call him the beef too. That's his AKA, the beef.
Yeah, the beef.
What's it called? As you can see, what's it called? I go, man, go get the keys. We're gonna start, unloading the truck. So then he goes. We're in this weird, shady fucking building, and I'll let you take over from here.
Yeah. And then, we, JFK and I, we go upstairs.
No, but how'd
to
you
the
get
roof.
in? First, you couldn't get in.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I was like knocking on that door, right? And then there's this random girl that just comes out, right? Closes the door, and I just run to this girl, and I'm like, "Can you open the door, please?"
She's like,
She's like, "No, you fucking psycho!"
this is New York. You don't just do that.
Like right up there. Like, ah.
She's like EJ Mason.
I'm like, "True, my bad."
Just a moment of frustration. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go ask her." Like jumps out of the truck.
Hey, you.
The truck is
Can you open the fucking door?
Mind you, not he's driving the truck. The truck's still in motion.
He's like,
Oh my god, yo, I'm out of breath, and I'm saying this shit. I'm like, look mad crazy probably to her.
But then he gets in the building. But funny story, the guy that had the keys, our point of contact, is this guy named Mike Doing Things. I want you guys to go follow him. He's an amazing.
Shout out to him.
Big
Yeah.
shout outs to Mike. We
Is
love
that
you,
his
Mike.
last name or like a persona?
No, that's his persona.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his persona.
And he actually went to high school with Mena.
Yeah. Actually, he went to another school.
Another
but
school, a rival school. Excuse me, a rival
played.
school.
Yeah, a rival school, a big rival school, Hudson Catholic in St. Peter's Prep.
Yeah.
But yeah, we played baseball together though. You know,
He's an all-star athlete. Mena's
Yeah.
also an all-star athlete. So
Yeah,
they knew
yeah.
all the all-stars know each other.
That's
obviously.
another story for another time.
Yeah.
But
But they haven't seen each other since
yeah,
then.
and I'm like, dude, you look really familiar. You look really familiar. And then
He
I'm
had
like,
dreads in high school. He had dreads.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
he got the little fade.
Yeah, and then I'm like, dude, you must. And I was telling him about my baseball stories. He's like, yo, are you Meta? I'm like, hell yeah, you're Brown, and then we just,
Oh, yeah,
you know,
Mike
just
Brown,
clicked.
yeah, Brown.
Yeah, we just clicked right there, man.
And then suddenly, before you know it, now we have a connection jersey in the building.
Yeah.
Now Jersey's in the building again
Word.
in New York. Gets us in there. So now we're in there. We're gonna go do a site walk, right? You wanna go before
what's
you
good.
do anything. You walk in. If you
Yeah,
do a
yeah.
show, right? You go into the venue, right? First.
Around.
And then that's when JFK and I went upstairs.
Well, all of us went upstairs.
Right.
You were there, then you came back and got us.
Yes, I came back and got you. I don't know.
Shady ass fucking stairwell.
And
And
then
then
when
we
I,
opened the side stairwell.
and then I realized this place doesn't have elevators.
No elevators.
So like, huh?
And
the
all
first
and
thing
we're
I was
playing
thinking
on the rooftop.
Rooftop, like
8
nine.
floors.
Yeah.
But now,
Nine
no, but we don't know.
Nine.
Chill, we don't know an 8th floor yet. It's an 8th floor building. There's 2 rooftops.
Yeah.
All right?
What?
All right?
Yeah, that's
You got, so now in New York, a lot of the old school buildings were built 2-tier, where they'll like go up and stretch this way and then go up and stretch that way. So we get to the first 4 stories up rooftop, and we saw a bunch of punk rockers there and squatters having a barbecue. So we were like, oh, we're partying here. This is it. So we get souped. Right? We're
like,
we're
oh, it's
souped
not
up.
bad.
Oh, 4 flights?
I got
Hey, look at
this.
us. We're not for nothing. Concrete Dream, we take pride in working hard. We're hard workers and we're in really good shape. All of us. We're all fucking warriors. So we're like, 4 flights, we doing this. Boom, we start getting shit up there. Light work.
Light work.
Bow, bow.
Nah, we
We're
got this. Come
Mad
on.
shit. We get about halfway through the truck. Mike now is done taking a shower. He's freshened up. He's come around to check on us. And then he goes to us, guys, what are you doing? I'm like, dude, we're lowering in. He's like, not that roof.
That room.
That roof.
We're like,
So then I go like this, and I walk up the fucking, and I just look up the, like one of those movie shots, you know what I'm talking about?
so like,
And-
what?
And I look up and I'm like, this shit's for the fucking 8 stories.
I gotta show him the video of that shit.
Oh, we're gonna show you all this shit. This
Oh
shit is
my
real. You
God.
can't like make this shit up. Mind you not, this stairwell is full of heroin needles, crack pipes, condoms,
Yeah.
dirt from the fucking 70s.
Yeah,
Like
Asbestos.
asbestos,
Maggie
lead,
style, bro.
everything that could poison you and like
It's right
totally
there.
disgust you, we are literally plowing through in 95-degree heat,
Oh, it's hot.
95-degree record heat at that time in the morning.
Yeah.
So now we did it. We're going. We get it all up there. Hernias, broken backs, blood, sweat, and
Sweating.
tears,
Oh,
callus.
Like,
Down the
we're
other-
The
like,
generators are full of gasoline. Yo, wow.
Great workout though.
Oh yeah, no. At the
Yeah,
end of that,
yeah,
we
yeah.
all looked crazy.
Yeah, dude.
We looked like American gladiators, bro.
pumped, you know,
Just, it was crazy. Sweat. I never sweated so much. We sweated so much. We had rented what was it, a hotel or Airbnb,
Yeah, we had to.
so
Yeah,
we could
we
go
had
take showers.
yeah.
It was it was bad. It was next level.
Yeah,
So
you
we
guys
set
did
up all this gear. Now we get to the top. Now you're at the top. There's no escaping the sun. The sun is just fuck you. Like you know what I'm saying? We're there. We set up everything. When I mean we set up everything, it was ready to go in 2 hours flat. So we just did 7 hours getting it in the building. I'd say 6, and then 2 hours setting it up.
It took 6 hours to get in the building.
Dude, it was 8 flights up to.
8 flights,
You
bro.
understand what we had to go through?
Imagine bringing. Yeah, there you go. Show me.
Video, press play. You just look at. You
Yeah,
can,
it's not
you
playing.
can swipe it.
Enough of the games.
Let's take it over here. I'm coming. Let's check this out.
You gotta buy the microphone.
Tony, get in this.
Yeah. Oh, it's.
You're part of the show.
Oh, that's fucking struggling.
Oh man,
Fucking
Look
JFK.
at that.
that does look fucked up.
So this like. I love
I've seen that
calling it.
video. I don't want to see
You
it.
lived it. I don't want to say that.
We
Nightmares
lived
about
that
that shit.
That was us.
My brain was really
So that's the top?
That was a
We
rooftop.
only had 2 top ceilings.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Just 5.
That does look pretty fucking high up.
Here we go.
No, it's 8 stories, bro. You can't make that shit up.
Damn.
Yeah, we're like
See
there
the
walking
I would have been
around.
standing up there proud as
That's
shit.
like-
Just been like, yo, I brought all this shit up all these floors.
Oh, no, I'm not
Everyone
getting
go
to
up there with a
That's
flag.
I'm not getting to the punchline.
Claim
you
that
guys.
shit.
Oh,
But I mean, when we were
Yeah.
there,
okay, there's still
but then
more.
they
Oh,
set up,
yeah,
we
this
were
is
just
fucked
looking
up.
at it like,
This is
God,
fucked
look
up.
at
And
this.
this is like-
We
this
had
is
the
the
city, the
rooftop.
skyline behind the stage.
It was dope. It was dope, man.
Yeah, it definitely seems like that would have been a cool
Wow.
show just to even just look at. Just
Yeah,
like-
dude. Yeah, man. It was dope.
And you guys brought all that shit.
All
up
that
there.
shit. Look how big the rooftop is.
That's
Oh my
fucking
God.
nuts.
But there's more.
There's more.
Okay.
Oh
So
man.
now, as we're setting up, now this building is an artist building, right? It's an artist loft building. So you have sculptors, fucking weirdos, fucking porn things,
Porn
fucking.
stars.
No, seriously, you have like weird shit going on here. Studios, bands, punk rockers, squatters, hip hoppers, trappers. You name it, bums squatting there, heroin addicts, fucking dope heads. It's a building full of just fucking straight up gutter New York awesomeness, which I love. So as we're setting up, the building's old. Someone's ceiling is falling down because it's such an old building, and we're making all this noise up there. We could probably fall through the roof. God knows what the fuck, So this guy. So now the main contact there was Mike, but there was a contact to Mike was this white boy. I forgot his name.
Forgot his name.
Yeah, I forgot his name. And the white boy's father run the whole shit. He ran everything there. So now he comes up, the father, freaking out on us, about to fight me. He wanted to fight me, like he put the hands up. And I was like, yo, old man, calm down. He's like, this is crazy. What are you guys doing? Freaking out. I'm calling the cops. I'm like, dude, don't call the cops, but don't be a little bitch. Like, calm down. And then, of course, I snapped at him. He called the cops. Runs out there. He was calling cops no matter what. So I was like, I probably shouldn't have beat the shit out of this motherfucker. Whatever. So I'm trying to take a new lead. So now he goes. We're there chilling, right? Everything's fine. Tony, you good? Come here, Tony. You want to come sit over here? Bring the chair over here.
Yeah, bring him.
Bring the stool. Get the stool.
I'm over here.
He's our fourth member now.
Yeah, but you're going to make me nervous. Come on, get this here. Bring the chair over here. So what's it called? We're there chilling. Everything's set up. Now we're testing sub hits. Testing the sub. Boom. Fucking whole thing's fucking rumbling. So, comes in. One cop comes up. I see him. Right? Cool cop though. Mad tattoos. See another cop come up. See another cop. We're on a rooftop. There's multiple things.
Yeah, there's 4
Now it's like a
exits,
movie.
Everyone comes to each corner.
They surrounded us. They
Echo,
flanked
bravo.
us. They flanked us like a wolf pack. Like they literally flanked us.
Like a 4-way. Yeah, it's like right
Yeah,
here.
there's 4 exits.
They Call of Duty
Yeah,
us.
like that.
So you're looking around and
You
you're
know
like,
what I'm saying?
what's going on?
Put a bear trap down.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like, oh shit.
I was like, what do we do? I got nervous. I was like, they're gonna shoot us? Like, yo, cops is unsettled in the city. This is real. So I was like, holy shit. And the one guy, the guy with the tattoos, the liaison of all of them, he was really cool. Young guy. Had to have been literally, we were probably the same age, maybe a little older than Logan, who knows. Fully tagged, full sleeved. He was like, guys, somebody called. You gotta go. He literally said like, he didn't say you can't be here, he didn't say nothing. He's like, if nobody would have called, we're good. But if they call again and we come back, you're getting fined. And they would have fined us. They wouldn't have arrested us, they just would have fined us. We're not trespassing because we were invited there.
Yeah.
But we can't throw an event there. That's obviously unsafe. We're breaking a million code violations. God knows what they could have pulled on us. So then we're like, fuck, we gotta go. And then this is all my dad's gear. I can't risk this shit getting compounded by the New York Police Department. And New York City's corrupt. They'll fucking just break everything and tell us to go fuck ourselves. Like, New York is crazy like that. You gotta be very careful when you guys going out there. With the cops and people, New York is not the same. It's back to how it was when I was younger. So I was nervous. I was like, guys, get the fuck out of here. Everybody, I was like, oh shit.
We had to bring all that shit
Now
down.
we gotta bring it all back down.
Pack it up.
And pack it and pack the fucking trunk again.
After we just brought it all up. And now, fuck that. We wanted to play a show. Like, we do the Concrete Dream is for a reason. The name of the band is for a reason. It's because we consider ourselves still living the dream. This is concrete. We believe in our music, and we encourage everybody to live the concrete dream. Whatever it is to you, to you, to you, to you. You should never be too young or too old to do what you love. You know what I'm saying? So we're about this shit. We don't care where we play. We don't care. We'll play a show for you four right here, and we will go just as crazy as if we played in front of 10,000 people at Heavy Fest when we opened up for Alexandria. You will get the same vibe from us. A lot of bands don't have that in them anymore. So we're about this. Show's canceled. We're sad. Bringing everything back down sad and angry. You know how depressing that was in the heat? Number one, we all wanted to die. We didn't eat. We barely drank water. We're dehydrated. Literally got to die. Got it all back down. Loaded the truck. Now it's 6:30 at night. We started the day at 9 o'clock in the fucking morning. And we're at an 11-hour day. Working. Like working in the heat 11 hours. So now we load the whole truck. Shy's, and then, not for nothing, Shy's screwed. Shy just invited half fucking New York City to this party.
Oh, man.
So now we're scrambling for a venue.
So we have a couple of thousand kids coming to us, you know, a couple of hundred kids, or however you want to say it. At least 800 kids knew about this party, 800 people. You know, definitely, right? I would say, right?
Yeah,
Maybe more.
More.
And then
More.
who's going to show up is who's going to show up. But long story short, there's other rooftop parties going on all over Brooklyn. Brooklyn's fucking wild during 4th of July. You guys want to have a good time. Go out to
there's
Brooklyn on 4th of
parties
July. You guys will get laid and have a good time. Bring Tony. He'll get you
I'll
guys.
get you in.
What's it called? So we were chilling. That's all good. What's it called? We're hanging. We're there sad. We had a couple of road crew guys to help us. Big ups to Tito. Big ups to Chris Palco.
Yeah, for real.
They went back to go to the Airbnb and shower. We sent them away because they were dying. So now I'm like, what are we gonna do? Shy's like, what are we gonna do? We're scrambling.
So she throws a big shout out on Instagram.
Shots out on Instagram, of course.
Yo, let's keep
Everybody
it going.
contacts her back.
Yep.
Some person that owned a clothing store 3 blocks down had a courtyard, backyard, like in this building in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's wild, man. These buildings are nuts. So they're like, you guys can perform here. So I'm like, I'm going to go site survey it, right?
Yeah.
I run over there.
Whole ass.
You know what I'm saying?
You say bolt.
Bolted over there. I get there, and literally, it was like a utopia. I saw like the DJ set up that he already had set up. The same DJ that was at our event had got over there first to get the vibe going. I saw ice. I smelled the barbecue. I saw fireworks. I saw blunts. Saw everything I wanted. I was like, we're fucking playing here.
Back on.
I call all of them. They're like, it's back on. They're like, what? It's back on? So now we have to fucking get the truck.
Get
We
the
had it
truck
reloaded,
again.
But now we got to relocate the truck, unload the gear we need, but the gear we need is in the back, so we have to unload everything to get to the gear. And bring it in through all these people, because now we're on the ground floor. Thank God there's no stairs. It's a courtyard, so we're ground level, and there was a loading dock, so we brought it through. Thank
No
God.
more stairs.
Yeah, no more 8 floors.
We set up, but now on the rooftop of this building is a fucking Project X style party like we were gonna throw. You know, there was multiple of these going on, but they just got away with it. There was a band up there playing too. We were all
like
pissed.
2 bands.
We
There
were
was 2 bands up there
battling
playing.
the other bands, like Battle of the Bands.
So, long story, but now we're battling the party. So there was a party down here, party up there. We set up. It's finally nighttime. Concrete Dreams on. You have any footage from that event?
Yeah.
Yo, you have to show him. Yeah.
And then I'll explain to you what was happening after that. So we finally made it. We got to it. But now we're performing, and people from upstairs are throwing bottles at us.
As we're performing.
Yo, we're making it
throwing
rain
ice.
with beer.
Yeah,
I'm getting
dude.
rain. I'm
And
like,
throwing
what is
glass.
Yeah,
And like
dude.
deadly, like about to kill the crowd and the whole party. This is crazy. It doesn't stop, Toad.
Yeah.
It don't stop.
Madness don't stop.
You know, so now Mike goes up there with a couple of his homies, and they obviously shut that down so they could stop. You know, somebody would just got hurt or died.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's a 5-story building. Somebody lands on your head, you're gonna die. The ice cube hit me. I actually got hit by a cube, and it stung.
I got
was
it.
like, oh shit!
I got
You got hit too.
I
right?
got hit like with 2 beers, bro.
But yeah,
Yeah,
2 beers,
it was like
it
just
was
landing on my base. I'm
They were
landing on
throwing
my
PBRs
back.
at
I'm
us.
like,
No,
holy
somebody lied. They
shit.
were throwing shit at us from.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's
This
crazy,
is in
dude.
Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Like where in Brooklyn? I know there's like areas to it.
What area? What?
I would say no. It would be
No, it wasn't
probably
Williamsburg.
around.
It was deep.
Bed-Stuy, maybe.
Yeah, this was like Bed-Stuy, Bushwick. This was like
Okay.
this was
Bushwick,
deep.
Bed-Stuy,
This was
yeah.
deep BK.
Yeah, man.
We were in the hood for sure. We were in the barrio. We were in like the Puerto Rico.
But at the same time, it was
Yeah,
fucking
it was
dope,
Bushwick.
man.
And
So
it was
during-
dope, man. I mean, we did it. We played this show.
Oh yeah, here it is. Here's the footy.
Oh yeah, check it out.
Let me see that. I'll commentate to the people what's going on.
Tony, go ahead. Take a look
so
at it.
it's a nutty show. That looks crazy.
I remember now people were setting off fireworks during.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
Set off
while we're
fireworks.
playing, fireworks are going off.
Yeah, dude, it was.
It was like
That was
epic.
awesome.
It was
Awesome.
epic.
Oh yeah, no, that
Oh, this
sounds
looks
dope
lit though.
as
You
fuck.
got,
Fella,
you
we
got
have our
the
own, like,
mood
pyro
lights
show, you
there,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
we had the full production.
Full production.
Yeah, full.
That was 3 years ago. Oh shit.
We've been around a long time. Is there anything in yours? It's for sure.
Oh, there's stuff in there.
You were gonna say it's for show. Always for show.
You can't touch that. Sorry.
Oh, this looks crazy. This is like a legit ass show that you guys set up.
Yeah,
fuck
dude.
1,000%. We were the only band that performed too. Oh no, who performed? Fireman Bands.
Fireman Band. No, he just pulled through.
Oh, he just pulled up for us. Yeah. A trap rapper called Fireman Bands.
That's crazy, man.
It's.
So that is one. That is definitely, I'd say,
I'll go down to the most craziest show.
that was the most craziest day that we've gone through to perform our music.
Yeah.
Now, how do you think you guys played at the end? Because you guys must have been fucking.
We were
shitty.
white.
Yeah, you
Nine
played the
hours,
whole
6
entire
p.m.
day.
No,
Do
but
you guys think
then,
you
but
just-
then that moment of like, yo, we're gonna fucking kill it.
We
That's,
killed it.
that's
Yeah,
All
kill
this
it.
fucking stress this
Yeah.
whole day, motherfucker. We're playing a show.
Yeah,
we're
we're
fucking.
Like you ain't
fuck
fucking with
out.
us, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
we
fuck
we're
you.
a concrete dream.
We're doing
We're
this
Jersey.
show.
So you
in the
killed
building.
it.
We killed it.
Hell yeah.
And we have a lot. You want to know what, man?
Yeah.
We have a lot. There's a lot of ride. Like I take our shit very seriously. There's a lot of riding when you go up there and you play in front of people.
Yeah.
Like that shit Eminem said is true, bro. Like that shit isn't just like some corny movie theme. Like you get one shot to impress someone. You know what I'm saying? You get one chance to get up there. You never know who you're playing in front of. You just don't know. You know, you just don't know. Even when you talk to somebody, like I didn't know that was the owner to the studio here. I'm over here blowing weed smoke in his face. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know that was him. You know what I mean? But you know, once you start talking to people, you find out. That's why I'm very weary. As I got older in the scene, in the game, I'm very weary in how we do, and I feel like I've come to a point now where it's like when we go, like we fuck shit up. Like we got to, because we don't know who we're going to impress. You know, we don't want to fail. You know, failure is not an option.
And that's the best way to live by it. Like you said, you have no clue who you're playing in front of, so always give it your best when
Yeah.
you're on
It could be
stage.
owner of a fucking record label. It could be
Who
some
knows,
homeless
yeah.
dude. You know, there's different sides, but you still want to impress.
You might know
No
somebody.
matter who it is. You know?
Yeah.
Because music shouldn't be a competition to make someone feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like music's supposed to make you feel good.
Mhm.
You know, and I feel like a lot of bands and a lot of other musicians and a lot of people do this shit for clout, right? They do it for clout.
Like
They
this
do it
little,
for likes and stuff.
Yeah, they don't do
And-
it because they like the music.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying, Tom?
You guys.
You guys definitely
100% get it.
You're very profound.
I'm undercover.
Yeah, okay.
So I want to know who you guys like your influences are. Like if you guys could put one influence from each of you into your music right now. I know it's hard because
That's
there's a
fucking
billion of
difficult.
them. You know.
Yeah, I would like to know like your rap influences and then your metal influences.
Ooh, that's dope.
Ooh.
That's
I
good.
like that.
That's a good
good.
one. Yeah, one of
JFK, you go first.
Ooh, for metal, I'd say I'm taking a lot of West Borland influence.
Okay,
God,
so
great
Limp
dream.
Bizkit,
Yeah, Limp Bizkit, like
some
his
Rob
play-
Zombie, I guess.
Yeah.
because he was there for a bit.
I
right?
love Rob Zombie.
I'm like
Wasn't
50-50.
it? No, wait, that was John 5.
Yeah, Wes played for Maryland.
Wes played for Maryland.
Yeah,
Okay,
Big ups to Maryland man too.
that dude's fucking. He's something else.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The other guys would be
Like-
Head and Monkey from Korn.
Oh my
'Cause I
god.
feel like they're the best band to take like that sound of a hip hop sample and recreate it on guitar. Like the
It's so
Clean
true.
and Freak on a Leash, like just so unique. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
What they did on
Yeah.
Life is Peachy too, I think. Those
Right.
sounds were crazy.
Nice.
Next.
yeah, I need a minute for my hip hop.
For me, has to be Slipknot, you
Fuck
know,
yeah.
and that's the reason why I'm here today. You know what I mean? I heard their first album, right? I think it's like a self-titled album, and I heard Wait and Bleed.
Oh yeah.
That shit just
Changed your life.
Changed my life, man. I was moshing in my room, listening to it in a CD. It was dope, man.
Slipknot's my second favorite band.
Yeah,
Yeah,
DJ
Slipknot.
Starscream is a big supporter for us.
Oh, yeah?
Big ups to Starscream.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the homie. I have his number on my phone.
It's hard for me to pick my favorite band.
You want to pick your favorite band? Dan?
Who's your
Who's
favorite?
your favorite band? Dan?
Let us know.
Yeah, who are you inspired by?
This is
Don't pick something weird.
If you say Metallica, I'm walking up.
To him still.
Probably. I have to go with Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah!
That's what's up, man.
Wow.
Oh man, you raised this kid
That's
right.
number one right there.
Yeah. Mr.
I guess
Tony.
that's why he's favorite too.
That's
Because
a
My
fucking
dude.
killer
we're
right
brothers.
there.
I've taken him to shows and.
Word.
Yeah.
My
Wow.
mom, and I'm not even lying. My mom got the Avenged Sevenfold tattoo right between her tits, right here. Don't think about my mama like that. But she got it right here as well. That's my mom and I's one of our favorite bands to listen to together.
That is my number one by like 1,000.
Awaken the Fallen, like that record, like
That's my
changed
favorite
life.
record of all time.
Wow, that changed my life.
Second favorite is their self-titled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the White Album. That was the last album Rev wrote, and that album's special to me. And you actually hear Rev sing on that album.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
I love that song. R.I.P. Rev. That was a hit.
Yeah,
Right.
more Avenged Sevenfold talk in the show.
Yeah.
Never get to talk about it.
Well, you don't get to talk about it?
It just never gets brought up because we
Yeah,
have
I feel like-
deathcore bands.
Yeah, I
Sure,
feel like
sure.
whenever you bring up that you like Avenged Sevenfold, like most of the reaction is like, oh.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
What?
Kidding me? Oh.
They're amazing.
But yeah, because like,
God.
you get like deathcore bands and hardcore. So
It's
you know,
not metal,
They're always
bro.
like, oh, I fucking love Meshuggah, bro. You know?
Sugar's dope. Like, I love
Meshuggah
him
is
too.
dope.
Yeah.
But I love Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah, and not for
yeah,
nothing, you know, Meshuggah like didn't have mainstream success like Avenged Sevenfold did. They went from the underground
Right.
and they went to the pop charts. Like, God bless them. But you got to give a band that, man. A band that could do that,
Yeah, man.
word up, bro.
For
Word
real.
up.
Yeah.
Big ups. So, like, as far as hip hop, man, what would be your hip hop influence? You said your metal one.
Yeah.
Because you're big into hip hop.
Yeah, Nas will be one of them. Like a lot of like the old school hip hop, like Tupac, Biggie.
I'll never forget one of the
Yeah.
first days I
Oh,
really
yeah.
vibed out with Mena. So before a Concrete Dream, I was signed to Sony Records. I was an artist called White Henny. I was just straight rapping. And that's how we kind of developed Concrete Dream out of that. Because I lost that deal and we all ran with it. But I was kicking it with Mena after a White Henny practice.
Yeah.
And I'm in Mena's car, and he puts on
Victory.
And you were in the back seat. I was in the
like,
back
what the
seat,
fuck?
and he puts
sun
on
don't
Victory,
shine
and he
forever.
just starts rapping it. Sun don't shine forever, so it's now that it's here.
We
And
might
I
as
was
well
like,
sound
my
good.
dude is rapping. And I was like, that was a really cool moment to have him in.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I love hip hop, like
Yeah.
me, influence wise. Now that we on me, did we do Juan yet? Juan, what's your favorite metal band? Do Juan. Save me for last.
Like I would say Pantera, just because like I based my whole drumming style off Vinnie Paul.
R.I.P. Vinnie Paul.
R.I.P. Vinnie Paul, and I got to meet that motherfucker at a bar in New
Did
York
you?
City.
You did. Show him the picture.
I'll show you the picture, but the story with that is, real quick, is I walked in the bar, I'm like, huh, look at this fucking Vinnie Paul wannabe over here. So, I did this in my head, right? I go drink down the bar with my sister, shooting the shit, catching up. And I asked the bartender, like, yo, who the fuck is that over there? He's like, Google it right now. See if they're playing a show in town. So I look up, I'm like, holy shit, hell yeah, I just played a set. So I'm like, oh my God, is it really him? I thought he'd be taller, he's a little shorter in person. So I'm like, how am I gonna do this? All right, cool. So I'm like, yo, send 2 shots that way. So I go there like, hey, sir, are you Vinnie Paul? He's like, fuck yeah, I'm Vinnie Paul. I'm like, yes! You bet your ass right, I'm Vinnie Paul. I'm like, fuck yeah. He fucking whipped it out. He fucking like signed me like an autograph, like so professional. I'm just like, dude, this guy's the man. And I asked him real quick, like, yo, what the fuck is your secret? He's like, you want to really know, kid? I'm the same like 19-year-old kid just playing up there. That's it, just have fun. And I was like,
That's the best
holy
answer.
shit.
Yeah.
He's like,
But
I'm
now he's
still
back
the
with his
same
brother.
kid. Yeah, I'm like, wow.
That's dope
Okay.
that you got to experience that, bro.
Yeah, I was like,
Fuck.
holy shit, I touched a legend right now. And I brought him a shot. We ripped the shot, and then I let him, chill.
When you think about the shit he went through, he was on stage, rocking out, while he watched his brother get his brains blown out. Like, that is fucked
Yeah,
up.
Dimebag. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I couldn't imagine.
I mean, that'd be one way to go
brutal
out.
thing.
Like, you're on stage,
And you
and
die.
some crazy redneck jumps on stage and blows your best friend's, your brother's, even fuck your best friend, your brother, the blood brother, brains out in front of you, and then tries shooting at you. Remember, he hit Dime and went right to Vinny. And Vinny, all the shots were hitting Vinny's shit.
Yeah, the drums.
It protected him. Remember, Vinny's set is very intricate. And then the state trooper came from behind with the shotgun like a movie. Pow! Blew his fucking back out.
Terminated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Terminator. You know your movies. This kid is
Yeah.
awesome. This kid is awesome, bro. Yeah, it's good. If we got kids like you growing up in this world, Big T, we're gonna be alright.
Yeah. I catch him listening to fucking music all the time in his room. Like he loves Beartooth, Slipknot, that shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Beartooth
Word,
is
man.
shit.
Yeah.
Beartooth is shit, too.
Yeah, I like Beartooth. I just recently got into them. They're fucking dope.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the bands I've been listening to right now, like new bands,
We met their manager, by the way.
we did. We big ups to Beartooth's manager,
Yeah.
and he also manages Siler. We were at a party with him.
Alright.
Big ups to Siler. Big ups to Jake.
Yeah,
Bad
bro.
listeners, good Beartooth, so. bad
Oh, yeah.
listener.
Bad listener. Yeah.
Siler's good. I like them. I saw them live before.
Oh yeah, Jaden's a homie of ours.
Yeah.
We got to meet him with with Ron from Cult of Individuality. When he actually saw us before, he watched us.
That was
And he turned me on to them, so I didn't know who they were.
We
Meta
saw
turns
them
us
at
on all
work.
the new bands.
They were at work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Golden Retreat by them.
Yeah, they have a bunch of good songs, and their new shit's supposed to be insane. We're probably going to play the show with them one day. I can see that. And I definitely want to get Jaden on the track, that's for sure. But I've been listening to a lot of Unity XT. Little Unity X. You heard them? You talk with them?
They're from Texas.
They're from Texas. Check them out.
Hardcore Texas hip
They're
hop.
like Texas hardcore hip hop. They're like
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, they're really dope. Check them out.
heavy.
And then I've been listening to a lot of I Prevail. I've listened to a lot of Falling in Reverse. I've been trying to listen to a lot of the new school just to see the vibe. The Concrete Dream sound is constantly evolving, and I like seeing what's out there. Not to copy or emulate, just to get that energy. You know what I mean? Because I do have an old school energy. I come from a little more of the old school scene, so I like seeing what's going on in the new schools. So as far as for me, for like big inspirations, like obviously E-Town Concrete, big ups to E-Town Concrete, big ups to Ant Money, is a huge inspiration to me. Before Limp Bizkit, because I was listening to E-Town Concrete before I even listened to Limp Bizkit. And E-Town Concrete is huge for New Jersey because they're one of the most known bands out of New Jersey from the scene.
2 towns over, Elizabeth.
Yeah, Elizabeth,
Right there,
E-Town, baby. And those records did a lot for me because I was a project kid, but I was a project kid that loved hip hop and loved metal. And I was always divided because growing up back in the day, the scenes weren't like they were now. The scenes were very divided and very segregated. You listened to metal, you hanged out with the metal kids, you were called a raver. You listened to hip hop, you were down with the gangsters. Like you had a choice. Like you couldn't be both. Like there wasn't both. You know what I mean? Like it just didn't fucking exist for
Took a
me.
different team.
Yeah, it was weird. It was really weird. It was actually horrible, actually, to be honest with you. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. And I was always torn between that. Like I'd have my metalhead friends or I'd have my gangster friends. You know what I'm saying? And I would get into trouble with both of them. So they didn't fucking matter. And I was always torn between that. E-Town Concrete was that perfect medium. Like you could be a hood kid but still love metal. It was like my gateway drug into listening to more underground hip hop and more metal. And then from E-Town Concrete I got really into Necro. This is before Eminem was even out. Eminem wasn't even out yet. You know what I mean? It was all this other shit going on. I actually saw Eminem on Warped Tour get booed off stage.
No shit. Wow.
I was at a Warped Tour that Eminem got booed off stage and bottles thrown at him.
Because that's how separated it was back then, right?
Just that's how
They just
separated
didn't want to
it
hear
was.
that kind of music.
Yeah, like who the fuck is this black
This is
rapper?
before he had Slim Shady. This is when he was on the LP, whatever it was, before Slim
Marshall
Shady.
Mathers.
Yeah, Limited. It was called Limited.
Oh, okay.
Limited, his first album. And booed off stage, and that was the same Warped Tour that meant with Ozfest, and it was called Skating versus Satan. And that's when Ozfest and Warped Tour crossed, because they landed in some of the same venues, because they were doing the same thing. And that was insane. You had literally you were watching Pennywise, and then you were watching Deftones. And then you were watching Seven Dust, and then you were watching Anti-Flag. And then you were it was fucking crazy. It was a good time. And then that's also when Warped Tour had the full skate park and full skate competition. So it was dope. That was a dope show. But as far as back to being favorite bands, E-Town Concrete for sure. Big ups to Necro for sure. Necro was a big inspiration to me growing up, hip hop wise. But then I started getting into a lot of other shit. I started really getting into New York hip hop, and I was loving fucking Jedi Mind Tricks, and I was loving Immortal Technique, and I was loving all these underground bands, underground hip hop acts. And I started getting heavy into Benefit and Wishbone, and I started hitting out at Fat Beats, and that's when I really started pursuing my hip hop side of me, rapping, hitting out, freestyling, Washington Square Park, just vibing out. I love Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls is probably one of my favorite rappers of all times. Listening to his records as a kid to me was, everything. Redman, big ups to Jersey. Redman, Wu-Tang Clan. I got tattooed on my skin. These 90s hip hop to me was very inspirational, and I think it's very linked to hardcore. Hip hop and hardcore share a lot of roots. So hence E-Town Concrete and Hatebreed and all these other bands that take from that. But as far as metal bands, definitely Slipknot was a band that changed my life for sure because they kind of had the rap metal feel. That first Slipknot record is rap metal. It is, even they say it. Because they made that record to say fuck you to Limp Bizkit. Because, he hates Limp Bizkit.
Oh, yeah.
So it's funny, so Slipknot was obviously, a big thing to me. But then I got into Puya and then El Nino. I got to really, engulf myself in El Nino because not only was I sharing a studio with them, I was around them and I just love their songs and I love their vision and the Latin metal to me, the way he was fusing hip hop and Latin metal, the way they did it. I don't know if you guys ever got into El Nino.
I listened a little bit.
Yeah, you should. They're dope. They're not together no more, but they're back with a new version with a new singer, and now the original singer's in a new band called Lions at the Gate. Big ups to Lions at the Gate. They're extremely dope. So the band El Nino split now. So there's like the new El Nino with the new singer, and then Lions at the Gate.
Mm-hmm.
So El Nino was a big influence to me. Christian's a good friend of mine, a singer, and he's a big brother to me. And watching him go through what he went through, taught me a lot about the game. So I have to give a lot of respect to them. And then another one of my favorite bands is a band called Dragpipe. They were out of Jersey back in the early 2000s, and they actually got signed to Interscope Records. And they were on tour of Marilyn Manson and all this shit, and they lost the record deal. But they were another local band that kind of big broed me and showed me that you could be this band and you could really win. You could do it. So those are the bands that really inspired me to do music. But I loved everything. I was such a melting pot of music. That's why I feel like Concrete Dream is so diverse, is because I love so much stuff, and he loves so much stuff, and he loves so much stuff, and he loves so much stuff. We just love everything. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But we all shared the vision on blending hip hop and metal the best we can. And that's something that brought us all together, was to share this vision. Mm-hmm. So I feel like we accomplishing that.
Yeah, sure.
Gotcha. But it's coming towards that time, guys. We gotta end the episode. But is there anything else you guys want to end on?
Oh yeah,
Shout outs and shit.
I want to say, I know we're about to run out of time, but we got 2 great singles coming out, 2 brand new music videos coming out. One single is called "Called Out." We got Tito from Zume on it. Am I saying that right?
Zume.
God damn it, he's gonna kill me. Tito from Zume on that shit. He fucking bodied the breakdown. It's fucking insane. And then we have our hit single called Twitter Fingers, and we got Mena singing the hook. This kid has a voice of a fucking angel. You heard him scream on Contagion and Buckout Road, but no one's ever heard him sing.
Thank you.
And he's solely on the hook, which is dope. And these 2 songs are very powerful. They show the new Concrete Dream and where we're going. And I really want you guys to go listen to our album. There's 10 songs on that album that we put our life into. I know you guys didn't hear them.
I like Obey.
Oh, you did listen to the album. All right.
Yeah.
And Obey, the funny story about Obey, that's a story of Concrete Dream, the transition going from White Henny to
I was gonna say that one sounded like it was telling a story.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
That one sounded like it was telling a
So
story.
go listen to the album, man. Seriously, the album is a great interview piece because every song is a part of us. Every
It's a journey.
single song.
Journey.
And the new album that we're gonna drop, we're steering away from it. We're just gonna do the single thing. So you're gonna get Called Out first, then you're gonna get Twitter Fingers, and then we're gonna go record more music, and then just do single by single. Like I said, we got a song with Creature, we got a song with Tommy, we got a song. We're gonna have songs with so many different artists. We're doing a big feature thing. So that's gonna be our next venture. And we got a shitload of videos coming out and a shitload of shows. We have another show in Brooklyn, July 15th. You guys are more than welcome, that Arrogant Swine. It's gonna be insane. And then we got a show in Bayonne on July 31st at Lot 13.
Okay.
You guys are more than welcome to come to that as well. And then that's about it for the summer, right?
And Head PE.
Oh, then what am I talking about? We got the Head PE
PE
show.
yeah.
When is that?
When is JFK?
August 21st.
August 21st at
Very
Dingbats. We're opening for Head PE and Dropout Kings. Big ups to Dropout Kings.
Oh, I like Dropout Kings a lot.
If you want, I'll try to hook up, come to that show, and I'm going to have them in my studio hook up an interview with you guys. I'll try to make that work.
Nice.
That'd be
Adam,
fun.
I got it on my
just
phone.
got into them the last 3 weeks. I fuck with them.
Yeah,
They have
so
a
dope.
song called Glitchy Gang. That's
Yeah,
my
Glitch Gang.
favorite one.
Glitch Gang,
Is it
gang,
Glitch
gang,
Gang or
gang.
Glitchy Gang?
No, Glitch
Glitch
Gang.
Gang.
Make that
Glitch
shit
Gang,
go,
yeah,
bang, bang,
yeah,
bang.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, they my shit, man. They show us a lot of love and support too. Big ups to Dropout Kings. This scene is dope, man. We all support each other. Big ups to Harold the Hero. Big ups to Fire from the Gods. Crazy Town. Big ups to everybody, man. Big ups to Siler. I mean, everybody that rocks with us, man. Big ups to Tommy from Jinx. All the boys in Jinx, congratulations.
Good.
They're about to go on tour with Attila.
Yep.
The scene is growing, man, and it's because of you guys, man. It's because of you guys doing things like this. So I appreciate it. Metal Antics, we love you.
We appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Thank you guys so much. It's been
Thank
great.
you, man.
We
We're raging
appreciate you
tonight.
too, Tony.
Yeah, hell
Yeah, we
yeah.
can't wait to see the show.
They're not gonna make it home. You hear everybody? They're not gonna make it to the next episode.
Yeah, the next episode's canceled. Show's canceled. You guys take it over. But thank you guys again.
Thank you.
you, guys.
Thanks.